Well, Mrs. Clinton is, despite it all, expected to be her party's presidential nominee, and as it stands tonight, she will be. Her Republican opponent, in all likelihood, will be the man who has dominated the GOP polls, and it looks as though the nomination is now his to lose. Tonight, we're joined by none other than Donald Trump. And Donald, good to talk with you. You've got to be feeling pretty good about where the polls have you and your prospects right now.
Well, I do, Lou, and we'll see what happens. But certainly, we have a long road to go. It's just in a way, it's just beginning. We've had over 100 days as number one in all of the big national polls, and we had some good ones come out over the last couple of days. So, but we'll see. It's still a long road.
You know, you continue to surprise nearly all of the savants, at least the ones honest enough to say that you've surprised them. But one of the greatest surprises is that you have cut, remarkably, your negatives in poll after poll, a feat that not even some of your most ardent supporters thought you could accomplish. Is it because you've tempered your language somewhat?
Well, that could be. I know one of the pollsters said it was a record-setting cut. I think that's a pretty good one. You don't hear that too often, but it was record-setting. So, look, I think I'm a nice person. I like to be a nice person. Perhaps I've tempered it a little bit. Went to an Ivy League school. I'm supposed to be a smart person, so I should be able to temper it if I have to. Yeah. But, you know, we're just in this position. You know, my whole concept and my whole theme is make America great again, and people... It's been resonating with everybody. Amazingly, we have tremendous turnouts. We were in Iowa last night,
right.
New Hampshire 2 days ago. We were in South Carolina, all over, and we're getting tremendous record turnouts, and people want to see good things happen for our country, Lou.
As you acknowledge, I think modestly, it is early days and a long ways to go toward the nomination. But Byron York, who was on this broadcast, authored an article and a report focusing on the GOP establishment, and it's I don't think it's loathing is too strong a word. It's loathing of your candidacy and their intent to throw everything, including the sink, kitchen or otherwise, at you with negative ads, negative campaigns, attack ads. What's your reaction?
Well, I guess that's the world of politics. That's probably what they do. I've been involved in politics for a long time. That generally is what they do. I will hit back very, very hard. You know, a lot of this money that comes in, it's come in by all sorts of different groups, including lobbyists and special interests. It's not the candidate's money, and the lobbyists won't be able to deal with me like they deal with the politician, because politicians basically are puppets for the lobbyists. That's one of the reasons the country's in such trouble. And we'll see what happens, but we will hit back very hard, that I can tell you.
Well, let's talk about a few developments today. Amongst them, Paul Ryan saying he's ready to be Speaker now that he has, the conservative wing of the Republican Party has apparently acquiesced to his demands. Your thoughts about him and his prospects, and whether, if you were to be elected, whether he'd be a man you would enjoy working with, or would it be a problem?
Well, no, I think he can be worked with, absolutely. It sounds like it's now something he wants, and it sounds like the conservative groups within, that everybody said was going to really oppose him, it sounds like they're coming into line. It's time they choose somebody, and I think probably it's going to be him. It sounds to me like they're coalescing, and they're going to choose Paul Ryan, who's a very nice person. I know him a little bit, not very well. I wish he was stronger on, the whole situation with the illegal immigration, but perhaps he'll get stronger as time goes by.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see persuasive politics working in Washington, D.C., where the two of you might, for example, discuss illegal immigration, open borders, and the Trans-Pacific Partnership, the free trade agreement that you've criticized considerably.
Well, I'm very strongly against that, and
Right.
he's in favor of it, so that's a big difference, too. But that doesn't mean we can't change minds.
There you go. And it would be nice to see somebody change a mind in Washington, D.C., so few
It doesn't happen anymore. It used to happen. It doesn't happen. Tip O'Neill and Ronald Reagan. No, it used to happen. It doesn't happen anymore, but it'll happen again.
And Hillary Clinton on Capitol Hill, your likely opponent, should you win the nomination. Your thoughts?
Well, I watched a little bit today. I'm very, very busy doing a lot of different things, but I really found it very interesting, and we're going to have to see how it all comes out. I mean, a lot of people, the Republicans are saying great victory. The Democrats are saying great victory. Are you shocked to hear both of these? But I've been watching some of the Republicans come out and they're saying, "Oh, it was a great day for Republicans," and all of the things that came out, and things did come out. At the same time, the Democrats thought they did well. So we'll just have to I'll be watching you and watching others, and we'll determine. You'll help me. You'll help everybody make up their minds, I think, Lou.
Well, we report, you decide, Donald, as you well know. Carl Icahn setting up the super PAC. I know that's totally unrelated, but he's an enthusiastic supporter of yours. I would have to think that you were somewhat delighted by his enthusiasm backed up with his money.
Well, I like that he does it. I mean, he's a brilliant guy. He's a great guy. He's really a very good man. He loves the country, and he's definitely got the money to do it. So he's doing a super PAC. I don't know what he's going to be doing with it, but I'm sure what he said is, what he says is going to be something that people are going to take note of. I mean, he's a respected, as you know very well.
Right.
You've covered him for a long time, and he's a respected businessman. I think what he said will have a lot of weight.
And one of the world's great straight talkers.
He is indeed. Is he not?
Absolutely. Donald, thanks so much. Appreciate your time. Good talking with you.
It's a great honor. Thank you, Lou.